right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Do Better, Be Better podcast. I'm Kevin. Kevin, right? We got Cruz, and we're joined again with Ray. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Today, we're going to be talking about rejection and people's reaction to rejection, and how you should probably handle rejection in a way that won't be too toxic or won't get nobody hurt or any of the above.
The only way that matters is murder-suicide. That's just how you gotta do it. Oh, they don't like me? Cool. How dare they say no? It's fucked
up. Click, click, boom. All right, Ray. You want to kick this one off, or what do you think?
I'll let y'all kick it off this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this was sparked by a Facebook post that was going around. They were talking about how, I believe it was talking about mostly how when men reject women, they call them like all types of names and everything. And they say that women don't reject men that way. And Ray, you have brought up that most of the reason that women don't reject that way is because they could lose their life doing it.
Period.
Like, women can be killed, they can be beat, they can be harassed, all because they just don't want to talk to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why should they have to suffer through any of that? So, honestly, I never understood why some men react that way towards rejection. Because I know when I remember back when I was in high school, we used to try to get numbers almost like a sport.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be like, oh, look at that girl over there. Let's see who can get her number. And we're like, all right. And we'll go up to them. And, we'll just start talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they going, they engage in the conversation, keep it going. And then eventually just ask them for their number.
Right.
If they say no, we be like, okay. Like, we didn't curse them out. We didn't do anything. We didn't try to grab them, keep them talking to us. Even on the bus, if we was like sometimes you'll get on the bus and you'll just sit next to a girl and you start talking, and if she's not engaging in something, you get up, leave her alone, get out her space.
Some of them dudes did, though.
Yeah, and I don't understand why. Like, the dudes I hung around that, we tried to holler at girls. We didn't do that. Like, I've never seen Cruz try to snatch some girl arm or something because she wasn't talking.
Nah.
I remember, as a matter of fact, Cruz trying to holler at some girl. What was we at? Like at a library or something? Or a bookstore?
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that.
She talked about her boyfriend. Cruz just left it alone. Like, all right.
Yeah.
And he walked away. Like, hey, thanks for your time. See you later.
Right.
And he didn't react to her all he didn't get mad at her and curse her, throw her book on the floor or anything. He just came back down to us.
No, definitely not. Shit, it took so much courage to even try to go over there and do that in the first place.
Exactly. And I'm trying to see, you bringing up that, I wonder if some dudes react negatively. I mean, it's not really an excuse, but I wonder if that's what it is. They feel like they deserve something for them putting themselves at risk of rejection. I don't know.
I guess their little egos get broken, so they're like, oh, well, fuck you then. You ain't even that fine anyway, and whatever the fuck they'd say. Usually, I guess something around those lines.
All right, Ray. I know you've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on, so go ahead.
Hey, you could just jump in, you know. Wanna be waiting.
I just, wanted to hear how y'all felt first. How y'all felt about it. Cause obviously we know what I'm gonna say. I feel like the reason that and I'm gonna just start here. I feel like the reason that guys handle rejection so harshly is just because I think it's deeper. Like, I think it's about how they were raised. Because a lot of times you don't see people saying, like, you don't see people teaching young boys, well, if they reject you, leave them alone. You see people telling young boys, well, if she rejects you, buy her some flowers. Go get her a gift. Do a grand gesture. Little boys aren't taught to just leave people alone, leave girls alone. And so when they become adults, they don't know. They don't know how to handle rejection. Like, what do you mean? I'm a nice guy. What you saying?
So, let me interject right there. I grew up mainly I was raised mostly by my mom.
Right.
And I had men in my life, like my grandfather, my uncle, and everything. But I feel like some of that comes from other men teaching these young males that, and either if it comes from their father or some dude on the street or whoever.
Right.
I feel like a lot of men teach that to other young men and let them know, like, don't take no for an answer and stuff, or you just got to keep pursuing. You like something, you go do it.
Exactly.
And I feel like none of the men like really demonstrated that. At least none of the ones I respected or look up to. Like, I never seen, even my uncle, like, I would see him like cat call every now and then. Like, he'd be like, hey, cat lady, or something like that. But
You just say
for the
cat
most part,
lady?
he was just he old school, man. I don't know.
Alright,
And he would like leave them alone. Like, they don't say nothing, just keep on. I've never seen him like curse a girl out for not talking to him or anything. And I never did a cat calling thing. I don't know. It just seemed like it annoyed women for the most part. And so I just never did it. But I don't know. It's so weird because I feel like I've grown up watching the same stuff and everything. And a lot of stuff that I've watched, I felt like it was teaching me what not to do.
Right.
Like, if I was going to do a grand gesture, I'm doing it like coming in. Or with somebody who's like, I'm with or something. Not just like, if I get rejected, now I gotta come back with something bigger. Like, oh, no, let me come out with a big bouquet of flowers. Like you said.
Right.
If I ever was flat out rejected, I stopped. I was like, alright, it's a wrap.
Right.
But like, if I was just pursuing somebody and it was like they never said no, but they never said yeah either, I'll just be like, oh, okay, maybe I just need, to get Vince. It's like, when you keep going back for second or third interviews of a job. It's like they keep having me back, but they haven't hired me yet. So I guess I gotta
keep trying,
keep showing. Yeah, and like I would write girls poems and stuff like that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And like until like if they were like, nah, like this ain't never happening, then I'm like, alright, let me move on. Let me take my thirst somewhere else.
Right.
But yeah, you keep going, right?
I know that's pretty much all I had to say because that's how I feel. But you know, I don't know when we gonna talk on, you know, touch on the fact that women do feel scared to reject men. You know.
Yeah, I mean that ain't right. That that definitely ain't right. It should never be that way. I don't even know how that started, where it started, how prevalent it is around the world. It probably is pretty prevalent, especially in like Middle East and African countries. Uh, but yeah, that it should never be that way. Like that's real fucked up.
I know it's prevalent on the
You
south
would
side of Chicago.
hurt, yeah, well, yeah, all over Chicago, all over Chicago, and it ain't even just black people either.
Right.
It's everybody, uh, or people of every ethnicity. You know, you'll get people in like Asia who go out and like hack girls with machetes when they or knives if they don't, you know, if they get rejected and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not, yeah, it's not cool. Like it's never ever that important that you gotta kill somebody
Right.
over that. Like just chill, dog. Like take that L, move on. You'll be alright.
And that's
That
why I
is,
say it gotta be something deeper, because if
it's a
she's
pride hit.
saying no, I mean, you gonna kill her because she said no?
Yeah, it's a pride hit, man. That's all it is. Like that person just knew that they weren't going to get rejected. I was like, how dare you reject me and stuff like that.
I just want to know, where do you get the entitlement like that?
Right.
Yeah,
Where
I don't
does
know.
that come from?
I don't know.
I want to talk to a dude that has done that. like not even like gone that far,
Right.
but for them to respond negatively to her in her face,
Right.
like to like insult her or something, like, well, you was ugly anyway. Like I want to talk to somebody and be like, yo, well, why'd you do that?
Right. Yeah.
'Cause I need to know, like, where does that come from? I've never been. I've never. Like, even girls that do respond negatively, period, like, they be like, don't talk to me, you ugly, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I probably had that, like, a couple times, and even then, I never thought to say, you know, whatever. I'm just like, alright.
Oh no, I'd be like, yo, fuck you then, bitch. If that's where they want to take it, then I'll get the words back too.
See, that's understandable. That's an understandable reaction. Like, somebody come at you toxic, you know, you come back at them toxic, you know. Still wouldn't put hands on them.
Right.
I don't know. I'm starting to think, you know, this is part of the reason I started to believe in the toxic masculinity, because it doesn't just happen with women. It happens with like gay men and transgendered women, that they'll get assaulted for coming up to these dudes. Like if a gay dude hit on a dude that's that maybe he don't know is straight or whatever, you know, just shooting a shot, and then the dude might beat him up.
Literally.
Playing with me like that,
right?
Yeah, they take
it don't
that
even
shit
be that
real
serious.
personally.
Or they in a club grinding on a girl. They find out that she's a trans woman. Now hold the phone. Now they stumping out the trans woman
right
on the floor.
Yeah, ain't all that. Ain't no reason for all that. Like I'd be mad. But ain't none of that. I'll just walk away or whatever. But
And it's like, yeah, it's just like, what? It's like, where does this anger come from to make you assault somebody? Like, I've had gay dudes like call me cute and everything, and I never got like ready to like fight. I never be like, yo, stop playing with me, man. Get away with me with all that gay stuff. Like, none of that. Like, all right, shoot, whatever. I guess that means I could get girls and dudes. So.
Wow, that's
Hey man, I react
so,
positively to compliments, man. Anybody give me a compliment, that means I'm a hot commodity out here.
yeah. I agree. I'd politely, turn them down. Be like, yo, thank you, but I'm not interested,
Wait,
etc.
compliments don't mean they trying to holler at you. Compliments is saying you looking good today.
We were
You
talking
own.
about being hit on. We ain't talking about just compliments.
I mean, being hit on don't mean you can hit on somebody and not want to be with them.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Like you can see a girl looking fine. Dang, you looking good. Oh, look at you. And she like, aha, I know. And then that's it. It's like, you just acknowledging her beauty, letting her know. She probably already know.
Yeah, that's
And
that's a
guys
compliment.
out there, women ain't doing it for you, so it really don't care. You could keep your opinion to yourself. But if you are like an event or something, everybody doing their best to dress to impress, then compliments can go a long way.
Okay, man.
What you think, Ray? Do you want to hear dudes compliment you, or you like, yo, just leave me alone unless I'm throwing you some play?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I don't have to have it, but it's cool. Just say thank you. That's it.
So how can a guy know when to talk to you or not? Like if you are like in this constant state of
We can't. There's no way to know.
Yeah, like
way to know.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think there's any way for them to know. I think the thing is, anytime you approach somebody, it's a risk. Not like a life or death risk, but it's a risk. You just approach them. If they're not interested, they say no, thank you. That's it.
then you move on.
Yeah, you just move on with your life.
But how can a guy approach you without you feeling scared? Or is it not that you feel scared of? You feel scared of the outcome?
Yeah, it's more of the outcome. Like when somebody is approaching me, I'm not like, oh my god. It's just, it's just the outcome. Like if I'm not interested, it's more of what if I say I'm not interested? Then how's he gonna react?
Right.
But if somebody just kind of walk up to me, it's like, okay, cool. Unless I'm not interested.
I'm wondering, when did this start too? Because I remember coming up, you used to hear in like either like grown folks talking or in movies from the 80s and 90s, women wasn't giving out their numbers. They were like, nah, or they'll come out with something snarky, like talk to the hand, like something. And I didn't hear about women
Because they could do that. Like they could be who they were. They could reject people and the men wouldn't feel, they might crack a little joke after you reject them or something.
I don't know if that's true.
What, like they wouldn't feel some type of way?
I think this has been going on for a while.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah. I don't think it's new.
I'm trying to remember. If I heard stories like that. Like a girl, or a dude, hitting a girl or doing anything to her after getting rejected. Because, I used to see in the movies,
right?
Whatever, or hear, a dude. Dudes have always said something stupid just because the girls said something like, "Oh, you ugly, get your bucket hit," whatever.
Right.
But I'm wondering
The
when the
aggression.
physical assault started. Yeah.
Right. I think it started when, like, I'm not a particular date, but
Yeah.
I think it started when men started to feel like they were fed up, and And I always say that because to me, you can feel like you were saying, you wish you could find a guy that, is like that and ask him why. And it is very, not as far as like the physical assault, but it is very easy to find a guy that is on his way to that point. Because a lot of men, they feel like, and that's why I always make the example, oh, I'm a nice guy. Because a lot of men are like passive aggressive in that way. Like they will feel like because they're this nice guy, I don't know what qualifications they feel like they have to be a nice guy, but they feel like since they're a nice guy, then they deserve to be talked to. And then when you don't, like when they get rejected, it's, oh, she must want a man in jail. She must want a man that's gonna walk all over her. No, just because I don't want you doesn't mean I want somebody that's in jail. It's just you.
So,
So
like,
it's,
when I
I feel
think
like
about
the
this,
huh.
when I think about this, it probably just started when, well, as women became more empowered in society. Cause
Period.
there
Period.
was a time where women were more desperate to find dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was probably a lot less rejection as long as the dude had, something going for him. They'd probably go. So
Yo, he got a point.
That's
Like
true.
women just had to take it.
That's
Women just
true.
you had to listen to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it was all the pressure to, like, oh, you gotta find a husband, oh, you gotta
Right.
find a man, you gotta have a family. Now it's the whole, I'm a strong, independent woman, I don't need no man thing going. So they reject more. They're more picky, as they probably should be.
Yeah.
And some people can't take that for whatever reason. Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, I think the distinction of nice guys and these like overly aggressive guys there's like a difference. They're both toxic.
Yeah.
But like you said, nice guys are passive.
Yeah.
Until they shoot up a sorority.
Can we stop lumping all nice people into this category?
Not genuinely nice guys.
No, these are this is an actual group of people who call themselves nice. They're usually referred to like incels and stuff like that.
Oh boy, yeah.
But yeah, they look at themselves as quote unquote nice guys. And then you have the dudes that are just aggressive, period. Mm-hmm. Like, they might not shoot you or something, but they'll probably, like, curse you down and everything as soon as you reject them. Do a lot of the negging and all of that stuff. So it's kind of a difference. Mm-hmm. They're the same, but, kind of different.
Right.
Because, like, that guy who shot up through sorority, he was mad because one of the sorority girls went and talked to him.
What the fuck? When was this?
And the crazy thing about it was...
Wait, when was this?
2015, 14 maybe?
Okay, so not super recent, but still, damn.
Yeah, So the crazy thing is, I remember watching like the video of him talking to his car. He wasn't a dude that was like that bad looking, like he wasn't a dude that you would think that he wasn't getting girls. But it's like everybody and their mama know you ain't just gonna get a sorority girl. It ain't happening.
Right.
Like there's level to these women out here.
I mean, it's also it's more than just that too. I mean, dude clearly has some issues, so he's probably a little interesting. Weird. Yeah, well, weird's putting it lightly if he did that. But yeah.
But, and it's like, yo, I wouldn't be surprised of getting rejected by a sorority girl. Is what I'm saying. And it's like he took this like so harsh. And, like, he made a video right before he went to go shoot up the whole sorority. And just talking about what makes him think they're so good and all of this stuff. And
because they are.
Saying, like, he was a nice guy. And I'm just like, I just wish somebody could have got to him and talked some sense into him. before he did something like that. I
Yeah,
can't remember if he ended up like taking his own life after or not.
probably. If I
But
had
it's
to
like,
guess.
why, man? It's like I just want to, like, somebody like that want to talk. Like, it's like that's another thing. Some of these dudes that react that way, they honestly aren't that bad of a. At least, because everybody are physical people. Like, looks is usually the first thing you see. You just might not be their cup of tea. There's probably 100 girls who have talked to you. It's like, why assault this one? It's like, I don't know if you guys know the rapper named Gucci Mane.
Mm-hmm.
He once picked up this girl, and I guess he tried to pay her to have sex with him or something, and she said no, and he pushed her out the car while he was still driving.
Wow.
And it's like, you're a big celebrity. It's like, why get that mad? Every girl, pretty much all the girls would sleep with you easily, probably without you having to pay. And that's how you react? I don't know, man. I think it's those guys who get full of themselves and like try to hurt the women. Because they know they usually they can get what they want, get who they want. And once they get rejected that one time, their heads are already inflated.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've been saying, it's a pride hit. Some people, they so full of themselves. They think they can't be rejected or they shouldn't be rejected. Like, so example, like some people, like all the shit that I did for, I don't know if I want to say names, but the girls that I was talking to in high school,
Yeah.
all the stuff that I did for them, some people would take the rejection and be like, but I did all this for you. You should want to be with me. You should, want to sleep with me or whatever. And then that's where their mind is at. And, there's people who are just, take it and, be like, okay, fine. I'm like, even if you keep trying, which I did keep trying, I didn't really like go in and try to do anything stupid or harmful, which a lot of people do in those types of situations because they think that they're owed something or that they again, entitlement, like we were saying earlier. Like you're entitled to a certain outcome just because you put in X amount of effort or whatnot. People are shitty.
You know what it is?
People
when
are
you
shitty.
said that, I just thought about that mindset is connected to a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
Like working or anything. People are always talking about what they're owed, what they deserve, because of the work and the effort they put into it. And it's like, is that whole thought process toxic in itself, or should it just be left to things like when you're working on a job or something?
No, I mean, it can have some merit. I mean, sometimes, people are underpaid. Sometimes people are undervalued. You just gotta, it's having a sense of self-worth. The only thing is that you gotta be able to just walk away from the situation. Like if somebody's not reciprocating or, giving you what you feel you deserve from them, that's fine. You can feel that somebody owes you something all day long, but that don't give you the right to do anything to them or be horrible to them. Like if that's how you feel, just remove yourself from the situation. Stop talking to that girl. Stop working at that job. Find somewhere else, etc.
Give up if you suck at basketball.
That's a whole separate situation, but sure.
No, because sometimes your hard work and effort is a waste. It's like, It's like if I would have went full fledged into like basketball or something.
Well, yeah.
It's like I'm not. I don't know, man. Some people feel like they have to do stuff. That's what pretty much what I was getting at. Some people feel like they have to do things, and it's like when you're to the point you don't even enjoy it. It's like why put that much effort and work into it? Why waste that energy? Because it's like I used to like playing basketball for fun. When I like played on the team,
oh yeah, you were on the team. I forgot about that.
Like that changed. And I remember when they tried to recruit me in high school, and I was like, no. I seen them like running all across the school and everything. I'm like, no, man, I'm not about to join it.
Yeah, I remember they wanted me to do shot put. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's like it ain't worth it, man.
Yeah.
People shouldn't feel pressure to do stuff. Ray. Is Ray
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
no, man. We ain't heard a word. Have you been talking this whole time?
No, I just been listening to y'all.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I told you, you just gotta cut in. Get in there.
Yeah, be like one of these dudes that can't take no. You just throw yourself in there. So what do you like? What is your? Tell us, like, what do you think should be like for all the guys, young guys out there that probably listening to this? What's your advice to them?
I mean, the simplest advice I can give is take no for an answer. Move on. Move on to the next person. Stop being so aggressive. Because especially like when you brought up like when a gay guy will approach, a straight guy and he'll just automatically get aggressive. All it takes is a no thank you. I mean, like, come on. No thank you. That's it. It don't take all of the extra. No. So just stop being so aggressive. And just because you feel like you a nice guy doesn't mean you deserve anything. Literally. You don't even deserve her to smile at you. Because guys like to say that. You should smile more. Why you not smiling? You don't deserve. I mean, I'm not saying you don't deserve it, but you don't deserve. Why?
I'm starting to think that comes from like it's not just a women thing for that. I'm starting to think it's a racial thing for that too because I notice a lot of white people tell me that.
What, smile?
Yeah. And I hear women, like, at first when I used to hear women complain about that all the time, I'm like, what? Why they say it only happens to them? It happens to me all the time. And I hear, like, other black people, like, in the workplace.
Right.
I'm always hearing, like, somebody white telling somebody black, you should smile more. You look nicer or something. Like, crazy. I'm like, why is a smile to look nice? Like,
right.
What about me is looking angry?
They scared.
Yeah. Yeah, it could definitely.
I don't know.
Huh?
You right about that. Like, I think I said that maybe a couple times. I'm trying to think. Telling the girl to smile. Yeah, I did that. Trying to talk to. I think I did that like twice. And I don't know. Thinking back, it just sounds weird too.
Right.
Like, hey, you should smile. It's like why? Like why? Well, I think once you start thinking about like how life is, it's like sometimes it ain't nothing to smile about.
Yeah, they more worried about her smiling than being able to make her smile. That's two different things.
Oh, look at
Period.
Oh, ladies, he's single.
Yeah,
Y'all heard him. He not worried about you smiling. He trying to make you smile. That's smooth.
Oh my God,
that's a good one. Oh, yeah.
But it's true though. They don't really care. Well, people in general don't really care how other people feel. They just like the appearance of what they want to see.
Yeah, I hate when people be phoning to me, talking, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, yo, you've never asked me.
Yeah,
Why you being so fake?
yeah. That's why women fake so many orgasms, probably.
Ray, would you fake an orgasm or would you tell a guy straight up you trash?
You
It
wouldn't
ain't
have to
gotta
tell
be
him.
so harsh. It ain't gotta be so harsh. Like, hey, nigga, you try.
Ray would definitely tell a dude, like, nah, you gotta fix this.
You have to. Yeah, you have
yeah.
to. You have to.
I know, I've always told, like, usually before I do anything for a woman, I tell her, like, yo, don't fake anything, just let me know. I want to change. I don't want you to pretend I'm doing something good and then I'm out here thinking I'm killing the game. But really, I'm out here slacking. Like, no, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I've never wanted a woman to. I've never wanted that to be one of the things they badmouth me about. I never wanted to go up, like, maybe her friends or something, do a little snide comment. Looks like that's the only thing you can last at. Like, huh? What do you mean by that? What does that mean? Like, no, man. I leave my name intact. So, everyone, there's a new horror movie coming out. As a matter of fact, when this release is probably already out.
Yes, it is.
And it's a horror movie pretty much about this woman. She gets a weave in her hair so she can... I know. I laughed too. But once I saw the trailer, I really got it. And I was like, alright. It's still goofy, but she got a weave in her hair so she could be more accepted by the white people at her company.
Right.
To fit in and everything, and then like the hair starts killing because it's like cursed or something.
What the fuck?
But it's a deep issue because women have always felt this way. Like, I see these women who have like amazing hair curls or whatever, and they straight all the time.
So, I mean, are you still going? Or are you done?
Oh yeah, I was still going, and it's gotten to the point that it's so deep rooted that some women don't even realize that they're brainwashed. They're like, oh, I just like it like this. Like, why? That's not your natural hair. Your hair is not naturally straight.
Bet you didn't think I disagree. Continue though.
I feel like their hair isn't naturally straight, but now they want to straighten it, and I feel like that's them just trying to appeal to the value of white beauty. And I used to be a proponent of straight hair. I used to be brainwashed myself, but I always, deep down, I realized, like, yo, I love curly hair. Straight hair is like boring. I always loved curly hair.
Oh my god.
So I don't know. And now it's gotten to the point where a lot of black hairstyles is frowned upon. Like, if you don't got no straight cut, if you don't got straight
always
hair,
been like that.
Like, you don't got... Like, you wasn't banned. Like, hairstyles getting banned from school that are black and stuff, that wasn't a thing. That is recent.
Couldn't wear braids at Holy Trinity.
Who couldn't?
I mean, not Holy Trinity. I meant St. Malachy.
What? Who couldn't get braids in St. Malachy? You could?
Guys, yeah, guys could.
DeJuan had braids all the time.
He always had straight hair.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. Now, Holy Trinity, it was a while where we couldn't have braids there either, but I think somebody changed it. I can't remember if it was, I forgot what the name of that principal was.
I didn't know that.
Not principal.
I always remember people walking around in braids. Terrence had braids, 7th grade. Remember, everybody started laughing because he looked weird without his fro.
It might have been like once, but that wasn't consistent.
I don't know. I never realized it.
Mm.
But yeah, they made this kid who was like doing the wrestling at a school. He like had his braids. They like stopped the match and like pretty much forced him. I can't remember if he did it or not, but forced him to cut his hair in the middle of the match.
I remember that.
And it's like, yo, what kind of crap is this? And then I'm hearing like at different jobs and stuff, women, they're saying that they can't wear dreads or, like Cruz was saying, braids and all of that. Like, things specific to, black hairstyles or black protective styles. Like, you can't wear it. But you could come in with a totally fake hair that's from who knows where and walk that around the building, but you can't use your own stuff. Like, I don't know. I think that's a problem. These topics, it's hard for me to be devil's advocate.
Well, I'm about to because...
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Ray? Okay, what you about to say?
Not devil's advocate, but just how I really feel.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
I feel like in this debate, and I'm going to talk about black women because that's the only point of view that I could talk from.
Say it again. Say it again.
I feel like we can't win on either side. We can't win, in the workplace with people who aren't black, but then we also can't win with black people either. I feel like we should be able to wear our hair however we would like to wear our hair without judgment from either side. If we want to wear it natural, that is fine. That's beautiful. If we want to wear weave, that's beautiful too. I feel like when we're in the workplace, of course, they don't want you to wear your natural hair. You can't do natural hairstyles. And like I always say, when you look up professional hairstyles, you see, straight hair and weaves. But then when you look up unprofessional hairstyles, you see locks and you see afros and, all of our hairstyles, basically. And of course, that's not fair because in the year 2020, why are we fighting for our right to wear the hair that grows out of our heads? Why are little girls in school having to start movements to wear their own hair to school? But then on the flip side, you have people who feel like, and this isn't directed at anyone, black women shouldn't wear weave or shouldn't want to wear weave. And I feel like we should be able to. A lot of times weaves are a protective style. And, braids, weave braids, sew-ins, wigs. I'm waiting on my wig to come in the mail right now. And I feel like a lot of times people, like, especially guys, I'm not even going to say especially guys, but people in general, I feel like they don't get the maintenance that comes with our hair. The moisturizing, the keeping it moisturizing stuff. They don't get that that process and everything. And so sometimes we wear wigs just to protect our hair. Like a lot of these celebrities will wear wigs all the time and they have a beautiful head of hair under it. And then some people say, well, why can't they just wear their real hair then? If they have a beautiful head of hair, a lot of times you don't want to go to work and, do day-to-day stressful activities with your real hair because your hair falls out. When you have less tension on your hair, boom, your hair don't fall out. So I guess what I'm trying to say is we can't, on either side, black women can't win. We can't win. Because if we wear our natural hair, then people in the workplace mad. Then when we wear weave, then black people mad. So we can't win. People just have to start allowing us to wear our hair how we want to wear it. Because sometimes we do just like the weave. We do just like how it look.
Cruz, why you don't let these black women wear they weave?
The fuck you mean? But I will say that I hate wigs and weave, but
Why?
at the same time, because it's fake. That's why.
Because it's fake.
That's all it is. Like, for example, if I met a girl, she looks good. I like the way her hair looks and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we get together or whatever, and I find out that's not your real hair. I'd be a little upset. Feel a little lied to, maybe, but I'd probably get over it. But either way, like I just don't like it. Like I mean, for the people who maybe got cancer or something like that, all right, whatever. But people who wear that shit just to wear it, and they're not cosplaying or something, I'm like, all right, whatever.
It is low key annoying.
Yeah.
Only because it's like when you are talking to someone, usually like when you see them for the first time, that's part of what attracted you to them was their looks. Normally, like usually 8 times out of 10, that's what you got attracted to. And when that just drastically changes, it's a little shocking because it's kind of like some women look completely different than when they got their wigs and weaves on, than when they got their real hair out.
Like we all see Fresh Prince, right?
You
already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was an earthquake. They were in where were they at? In some storage room.
The basement.
Yeah, and Gina from Martin, just taking off everything she had, like the fake nails, the fake eyelashes, the fucking took off her wig and everything. Like Will just freaked out. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I mean, people can do whatever they want to feel, to make themselves look how they want to look.
But if they want to be with you, they need to come authentic.
Unless
I
they're
prefer it.
ill.
I would much prefer they come authentic. If they bald, come bald. I don't care. As long as like what was it? Not Lupita Nyong'o. The one who the one who played Okoye and Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like she was bald, she was still fine as hell. I don't care. It's cool.
And she was repping that. Yo, you saw that sneak diss they did towards a woman with weave when she pulled it off? Man. I was like, yo, they bogus.
But you know something though?
What?
And people always forget it. I don't know if y'all be forgetting it or y'all just don't know. Hair itself is a form of expression for Black women. Hair in general, hair, whatever. Hair is a form of expression for us. When we are going through a pivotal moment in our lives, we'll cut our hair off or change it, dye it, something.
A lot of women do.
Hair is emotional. Hair is an emotional connection for us. It is very emotional for us. So,
hey, you know what? You want to know why?
Why?
Not really.
You know what? Honestly, I keep attacking like these old white dudes, but they make such a big target.
Mm-hmm.
But this connection to hair goes way back to then. They made it so that women would be attached to their hair. Like, hair was such a big beauty standard. Having long hair, all of that. That was like the thing. And dudes made it like that. Like,
right. I have made it so
if we got long you got long, rich hair and everything, that made you more beautiful and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
now it's so deep rooted. Because you said it's a black woman thing, but white women do it all the time.
Pretty much, the more you look like a white woman, the more beautiful you are.
Facts. And
That's what they say. Figure.
yeah, and white women been doing that. They've been doing the whole, when they're revolting, whatever, going against their parents' wishes. Guess the first thing they do? Hey, come on, go,
Right.
cut it, dye it. It's over with. And it's like that was such a big form of disrespect. Like, oh, you did. Look what she did to her hair. Like, oh, who would want you now? And all of this stuff. It's like if you seen the haunting of what was it, Blythe House or whatever, Haunting on Hill House, the Blythe House, whatever it was. They even hit on that, I believe, at some point in that show. Like it's been a thing. It ain't just black women, but I think it all came from old white men setting the standard of beauty to white women.
Rebuttal.
Boom, the floor is yours.
Actually, for black women, it goes back to slavery. Because in those days, black women would literally braid routes to get away, to escape, into their heads. They would literally braid escape routes, however you want to say it, in their hair. So I feel like our deep emotional connection comes from that time. Because of, obviously it was an emotional time. And so us, like, I don't know, for like a symbol of escaping something that's holding us back. I feel like that's where it came from because,
You're saying that that's deep rooted in black women's DNA from slavery.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. That is how I feel.
Where do Wigs and Weaves come in, though?
Well, that's not how DNA works, though.
Not in our DNA, but not in our DNA.
I got loyalty. Okay.
Huh?
But okay, because if it's not in the DNA, then how can that be deep rooted across all these generations? Because not every black person come from slavery either.
Right. The same way that the beauty standards that you spoke about are deeply rooted in generations.
Well, that's because advertisements and everything.
Right.
Like that's what you see every day.
Right.
And people was traveling and conquering lands, and that's what they seen. That's how they
Correct.
see they women and all that.
Correct.
So that's how that persisted. Times are written by the winners.
Correct.
So,
so what y'all are telling me is, if a black woman is wearing weave or a wig or whatever, something that's not her real hair, she is attempting to fit into a European beauty standard, is what y'all telling me.
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, that's definitely what a lot of people do. Sometimes it's for survival because, like you said, can't wear your natural hairstyles in the workplace and stuff like that. And then, like he was saying, it's heavily pushed that a European straight hair, blue eyes, all that stuff is beauty standard. So
I do have something to say about Europeans having long hair.
Straight hair is more or
long.
less trying
Oh, just straight, not long particularly.
Right.
You said no.
Said right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, then never mind. I don't gotta say it then. Well, I am still gonna say it though. Because I know a lot of people feel like, especially black women, not black women feel like this, but a lot of people feel like black women don't or can't universally have long hair. I remember when I was in high school and I went to a high school that was very diverse. And so like I had my hair down one day and one of the girls was like, "Well, is that weave?" And I was like, "No, this is my hair." She was like, "Oh wow, I thought that you all's hair only grew like to your shoulders. I thought that's where it stopped." And I was like, "Really?" Like I had to, and she didn't, she didn't mean any harm. Like she wasn't trying to come at me, but she was just like, she genuinely felt like that's what she was taught. Like Black women's hair only grows to our shoulders, and that's it. Not really even to our shoulders, but like we bald head, basically. That's what she was taught. We just bald head.
Basically, I was just saying that the pale skin, straight hair, were all pushed as a standard of beauty for a long time around the world. And there's still a lot of cultures that believe that that look is more beautiful than, even their natives, like the Aborigines in oh my God, Australia. A lot of Japanese aren't that bright, because probably because they work out in the fields and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know, but just in Asia in general, I think what country was it where they just I was just talking about this. I think like the Philippines, they get pretty dark there too, and the darker you are, the lower you are in class a lot of the times. So, and that's just all over the world. And it's really frustrating to me.
Yeah, I agree. And I guess I feel like I guess some Black women fall into that. But I know like cuz when I was making my point previously, I guess I just feel like because a lot of times people lump all Black women that wear weave into the same category, and I feel like it could be really detrimental because like for me example, I love my natural hair. Like I adore my natural hair. But sometimes, yeah, I just want to braid my hair up and throw on a wig. I don't care, it ain't about the wig being straight. I could grab a little curly wig or something, but I just feel like a lot of times Black women are, lumped into the same category because like even some of the like natural hair care groups that I'm in, a lot of the women like they have long, beautiful curly hair and they wear wigs because it's just protective.
I think more men would be more accepted to it if men was able to do it too.
Y'all
Men
can.
get clowned if they come out with wigs. They come out with the fake beards. They got the fake hairlines. Men have been getting clowned for years when they've been trying to do the same thing. I remember like dudes would get clowned if they wanted to get the Rogaine and all of that. What was the other one? It was another one that had like all these commercials, but you get clowned.
Hair club for men.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
you just get clowned when you're just trying to like do something with your hair too. Like some
Right.
dudes want long hair, they can't get it. They just want to put some maybe sew in some dreads or something. And now they getting clowned. Or if they line and wash away, like here they go getting clowned. But women can do it all day, every day, no problem at all.
Right. I feel like I'm cool with men wearing wig as long as it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. See,
As long as
Right.
it's right.
yeah. Now
Nah,
you
I'm
putting
for real
stipulations.
cuz I feel that way about women too. Your weave got to be right. If you're going to wear weave, wear it right.
So, all right. You with a man, you know, you you he come home and he take off his dreads. You gonna be cool with that?
Yeah, because I probably came home and took my wig off.
Alright.
I think she's lying. Cause
I'm
if
I'm
you
so
like,
serious.
I don't know if she's like actually picturing this.
I don't think so either. Because if you was like with this dude, you was always talking about some. Oh my gosh, he's so sexy. He got these dreads and everything. Oh my gosh, he's just so sexy. And then one day you come home, you stand over his house, and he like, yo, I gotta be real with you. I know you love my hair and stuff, but that ain't me. And he pull off his entire hairpiece, and this man got like a baldy underneath, like boom.
Nah, he don't even say nothing. He just pull that bitch off.
Oh my, yeah, that'd be
Mid
even crazy.
conversation.
He'd be like, yeah, he just be talking to you, and then next thing you know, he just, yeah, man, work was so stressful and baldy. Now he looking like Steve.
Glad
Baldy.
I got that off. My head can breathe.
And matter of fact, what if he took off his entire face? Like,
Wow.
you like, oh my gosh, he's so sexy. He got that beard. Oh, girl, I just want to eat him up. And then he come home one day. Boom!
This
hair
dude
come
take off
off
eyelashes.
Yeah, coming off. He
wipe
off
his beard
everything.
off.
Yes.
Now, the hair is one thing, but I personally don't even wear makeup, so no, I wouldn't accept that.
But it's a beard. It's hair. It's hair. No.
Oh well, if it's hair, then that's fine. But you said he took his whole face off, so
I mean, because they gotta blend it. I don't know if you ever seen the videos of the dudes getting the beard.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. That's cool. I mean, that's cool with me. You just can't be wearing makeup though.
So you draw the line in makeup.
Yeah.
Fake beard's okay.
But I draw the line at makeup, yes.
Why? You know, men used to wear makeup first. Women
I know.
wasn't on that.
And it's not even about the fact that it's a man wearing it. I don't wear it. So no, I don't want to be with somebody that wear it. No.
But it ain't gonna do nothing to you.
No,
So you don't get upset when men judge women for wearing makeup and stuff.
You said I don't get upset?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you get upset when men judge women for wearing makeup? They be like, yo, why you using makeup? Why you using filters? You should use your natural face.
Now, this is the thing. Because there's a difference between judging and having a preference. I'm not going to judge a man because he has on makeup, but I'm also not going to date him.
Dudes are the same way. They don't want to date a girl.
No, and that goes back to the very first conversation, because when y'all feel some way and y'all don't want to date somebody for whatever reason, there has to be insults involved. You can just simply tell her, I'm not interested. That's it.
Come on, man. Women do that too.
What?
It will insult you instead of just, sending you about your way. They will eviscerate you.
Right.
With their words.
Well, in this case, I'm not dating nobody that wear makeup.
But what if you don't know?
And I just never found out?
No, I'm saying you found out later. You just gonna break up with them just because you found
out? No, that's different. When you already in a relationship and stuff, what do?
Some men are like that. Some men, they be like, yo, you gotta take that off.
No, because I just feel like it depends. Like, if it's in the beginning of a relationship, like, for example, if I had on a wig and, me and my guy went out and we came back and I just pulled my wig off, because that's what I'm going to do. Just pull my wig off, and he felt like, no, you wear wigs, we can't take this no further. I would be fine with that, because that's up front. Now, if we've been together for 2 years or something, but I mean, this is unrealistic. Then I finally just take my wig off, and he ain't never know I was wearing a wig. Then he decided, oh, I'm gonna break up with you. No, I still can't get mad at him though.
Yeah, you're lying. You're starting a relationship with a lie.
You right. Not if he never asked me though. He ain't never asked. He ain't never asked. Cause how you don't know somebody got on the wig? Nah.
You don't know. Some of these wigs and weaves be looking super real.
Yeah, some of them be looking, but all you gotta do is pull it. That's it.
No, some of them be in there.
Yeah, now some of them like they glue their wigs down and stuff. But nah, I just put mine on my head, so all it takes is a wind to push
and
it off.
Then you get called rude for asking women, "Yo, is that your real hair?" Especially black women. If you ask a black woman that, they get so mad.
And that goes back to me saying people don't feel like black women have long hair, and that's why black women get offended.
Maybe they should show it. No. I'm gonna get canceled.
They do. So when they are wearing their real hair, now I'm mad because you asking me if this my real hair. Like people are delusional when it comes to black women. It was like a few years ago, and my hair was not even that long. And people would ask me, "Is that your real hair?" And I'm just thinking in my head, like, dang, how bald-headed do you think I am? It ain't even long.
That's because black women been hiding it for so long, man. Like, pretty much all our 90s media has shown, like, it was pretty rare to show, like, a black woman using her real hair. And when they did, they was treated like way above the other black women that was in the movie or the show, because they was wearing their real hair.
Right. Yeah, and see, I didn't like that either. I'm for real. I don't like that. It's not to say like, oh, you should just be normal, but yeah, because I feel like before the world expects black women to just, oh, I'ma just wear my real hair, there needs to be some kind of process. There needs to be some kind of process of healing, because before I was comfortable, when I went natural, before I decided to go natural, I was not comfortable just wearing my natural hair. It was always straightened. If I was wearing my real hair, it was gonna be straight.
And why that come from? Your mom?
What? Me straightening my hair and stuff?
Yep.
Oh no. The first time I straightened my hair, my mama was so upset.
But why did you do that?
Because I was like many black girls. I felt like I would be nice. I would look nicer with it.
But why? Because if I remember, didn't you say you grew up in the
this
black
man
community?
asking the real questions.
Yes, I grew up in the black community. But there was still media. There was still media. I was still watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
So I still, and that's why I say black women can't be just forced to just wear your real hair, because a lot of times it's in us. Like, we just feel like, I'm not going to say we, because I don't feel like that no more. But a lot of times black women just feel like, man, I would look nicer with straight hair. Even little girls that I talk to nowadays, like, they feel like other little girls with straighter hair are prettier.
Yeah, man, it's just media, man. That's
what we were saying.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say that not all black women who wear weaves and wigs hate themselves. Because that's basically where it's going.
You don't know it though. Like, a lot of psychologists and everything, people who analyze people will tell you, like, some of the stuff we do, we don't know that we're doing, and we will refute it. We'll be like, I'm not doing it because of that. This is me, when it's not you.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's how I'm not the only black woman in the world that wear weaves, but also loves her natural hair.
Yeah, you love it now.
Right.
You woke up. You snapped out of the matrix. You are realizing this. You've learned. You're self-aware. You're like, okay.
But there are other black women who are in the same position, wearing weaves, but they love their natural hair.
Yeah, but some of those people, like you, that came later.
Right.
And some women don't know why they're doing it. They just like, I always like weave. And it's
Right.
like, really?
And I can agree
Like,
with
you
that.
don't come out the womb talking about something. I want to put somebody else's hair in my hair. Like,
Right.
nah, man.
Right.
It's subliminal. It's subliminal suggesting.
Right. I could agree with that. I could agree. Cause like before when I first went natural, like when I went natural, I just cut my hair. Like I completely cut it. And I told like after I cut it, I was just like in my head, like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna wear my real hair. Like, no. No. It took me a while. Like after I cut my hair off, it took me a while to really start being comfortable wearing it.
You know, it's funny.
Exactly.
Everybody out here like talking about like how they trying to appeal to like the white standard of beauty and everything. I was out here trying to be Latino.
I was trying to be Tommy from Power Rangers.
I want that dude white. See what I'm talking about?
Look, man.
Yo, I wanted to be like Antonio Banderas. Anytime I watch movies with Latinos in it, I was like, yo, I can't wait till my hair get like that. Because as a kid, I didn't even know there was like really a difference. I just thought, ooh, my hair gonna come in like that probably.
Yeah, see, that's the same thing I thought. For me, I just wanted to be Tommy because Tommy was the badass motherfucker that I knew. I was like, yo, I just want to be that nigga, though.
I mean,
That's all
you
it
could have
was.
tried. Like I used to try to
I,
wear my
I
shirts and
tried.
stuff like
I tried.
the cholos and stuff in California. Like, do
Wow.
you remember that? I used to wear my button up like that.
Nah, I don't.
I used to.
What button up?
I used to.
Let's talk about.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. You didn't go to St. Gregory with me.
Oh.
But
No. I
yeah,
missed that, man.
I tried to freak my uniform. I was like, oh yeah, this is it right here. But that's it for this episode, folks. Tune in next week. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share and subscribe. All right, we can stop.